Hey, 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 what do you say? Broken Sword, number 3. The Sweepy Dragon. We're underneath the Congo somewhere. We've got Nico over joined. We kind of got separated. Long story short, like last episode, if you haven't already. But we got some crystals moved, and now we in a new place. So let's,
God, this is getting serious.
We're gonna have to move fast, or this whole place will come down.
We don't know where we're going, George. I guess we're going in here.
I can feel the power, George.
We must be close now.
Through there, you think?
Yep. Nico, I want you to know, if anything happens to me,
Yes.
you can have my Tintin collection.
Thanks, George. I'm so touched.
Just tell her that
The
she's
panel
over,
has a
man.
slight recess. See the lightning symbol? You know the metal plate I got off Mr. Spiky back there? It had the same symbol.
Yeah, we're gonna put our plate in there, but we're gonna look around here first.
I can't see any way of opening this. I think it worked. Damn! The plate seems to fit, but then it just pops out. Touching it doesn't work. Sure feels good, though.
Okay, so we gotta make it sticky. The grease paint?
Not this time. The plate was still warm.
Oh, okay, we can obviously do that. How are we gonna make it stick? See, those looks like those pieces.
Well, that wasn't very realistic.
Nico, just hold this shit.
I think it worked. Damn! The plate seems to fit, but then it just pops out.
It just pops out.
No way was I doing that. The plate was still warm. Touching it doesn't work. Sure feels good, though. It just wouldn't budge.
Well, you wouldn't have to push, George. You'd have to kind of lift it. What do we have?
Well, that wasn't very realistic. No way was I doing that. I think it worked. Damn! The plate seems to fit, but then it just pops out.
How are we gonna get it to stick? I got the metal plate. Oh, you took the hole into place. Oh, we gotta use a scarf.
I needed to put the plate back in the recess first. The plate was still warm. I think it worked.
What's the scarf do?
Well, I can't hold the plate and get through the door at the same time. Nico?
Yes, George?
Hey, Nico, take this scarf. You can use it to hold the metal plate over that panel.
And what will you do?
I'll go through the door and check it out.
There you go, George. Hurry!
I mean, we could have done this earlier without the scarf.
It was amazing. Just like the power site back in Paris. There was a column of energy. And there, again, a stone held in its beam. I wondered if
Give me
this
that.
was also a key like the Omega Stone.
And hopefully, homeboy doesn't try to shoot us this time.
What happened?
It was like Paris, but without the bloodshed.
Yeah?
I got another stone. Guess what? It's got a symbol. An alpha.
And a beta? Do we still got our scarf and stuff? No, we don't.
Stop right there, Stobart. And you.
Well, Nico, if it isn't your co-star from that little show in Paris.
Still giving the same performance, I see.
Maybe she's stalking you.
Shut up, both of you. And give me the key.
The key. Oh, I'm terrible with keys. You'll have to remind me. Which key was that again?
Don't play
It's gonna be
games,
an
Stobart.
earthquake. Oh,
I
boy.
know you've got it. You stole it from the safe.
Oh, the key of Solomon.
Why didn't you say?
Give it to me.
We'd love to.
But
We don't actually have the key here with us. We left it back home.
So, you haven't got it.
no.
That is a shame. A big shame.
Yep. Real sorry you've had to come all this way for nothing.
Oh, it's not a wasted journey.
Oh, good.
I was going to kill you anyway.
Yeah, there's the earthquake.
Come on, George. Let's get out of here.
That was close.
You can say that again.
Dude, old girl's still like right behind us.
Come on, George. We have to move fast.
Harry! Let's go!
Where to?
Grand Central. Where the hell do you think?
Just get us out of here.
Anyway, now you're back, George. I'd appreciate a little business advice. I'm thinking of making a career change again. Get out of the taxi like and into something a little more, well, with a...
And the look on your face when the spike shot out.
See what happens when you leave Andre on his own for 5 minutes?
Nico, I'm sorry,
Andre, what happened?
Some guys, they turned the place over.
But why?
They wanted the key of Solomon.
Of course
We
they
said
did.
we didn't have it.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, it's just a couple of scratches, Andre. He'll get over it. But where's Bruno?
They took him.
And you let them?
Now listen here, Georges. I passed out.
Chickened out, more like.
What's he doing here?
When I came round, he was just here. He's been on the phone ever since.
Who is he, anyway?
He's a pig, that's who he is. A cretin. An idiot. A smooth-faced, wooden-headed...
Ah, the cop who locked you up. I have to hand it to him. He must have guts.
And just what does that mean?
So, tell us about the fellas who beat you up, Andre.
One of them was a real gorilla. Flap, I think they called him.
Flap.
Cesaro's men. You've got a nerve.
That is one of the requirements of the job, mademoiselle.
I should kick you out.
If you wish.
2 days you kept me in the cells.
So I'm told.
You mean you didn't know?
I was reassigned to another case.
So, why are you here now?
Mademoiselle Collard's file was stolen from my desk. I thought she might be in danger.
So, whoever did this has a contact in the police.
More than one. You remember the red sports car, mademoiselle? All information regarding it has suddenly become classified.
Cesaro has powerful friends then.
Cesaro?
He's, a powerful man.
A recluse.
A cult leader. I wrote an article about him once. He seems to have it in for me.
He certainly has influential contacts.
Yeah,
A man
yes.
answering the description of your Monsieur Ostwald was slipped through customs at the airport just hours ago. Even though he was clearly drugged, officials were told to turn a blind eye.
Where were they headed?
They boarded a flight to Prague.
What on earth would Cesaro be doing in Eastern Europe?
It is clear there is some kind of conspiracy. Not just in my department, but across the whole force. Perhaps the whole country. If Mademoiselle will permit, I would like to offer my assistance. That is very kind of you, Inspector. No, it is not kindness. It is my duty.
Maybe you can check out your databases for Cesaro. Location, history, stuff like that?
Very well. I shall get onto it right away.
They fucked this place up.
Why didn't you tell him what's really going on?
And create more suspicion for ourselves? I don't think so.
This way, he thinks he's helping. What now?
What if it's those thugs?
I don't think they'd knock, Andre.
Beatrice!
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Penelope
I
Cruz.
hope you don't mind.
Garcia.
I got your address. I need to talk.
Of course. Come in.
Who's this gorgeous creature, Georges?
Who dug her up, you mean?
What?
Oh, nothing. You've never met her?
Never had the pleasure.
Let me introduce you. This is Georges, and this is Andre.
Very pleased to meet you.
Hi.
George is American.
Wow! Roswell? Kennedy? The moon landings?
You got it. 3 of our greatest hits.
This is Beatrice. She's Vernon's, she was a friend of Vernon.
Have you any more news? Do you know who?
He was killed by a woman called Petra. She was working for some kind of secret group.
White supremacist, huh?
Worse, megalomaniacs.
They sound scary.
There's just one, really. A man called Cesaro. He controls a group that used to be known as the Neo-Templars.
Vernon used to talk about the Templars. Who were they?
They were founded in the Holy Land over 800 years ago, set up to protect Christian pilgrims from the Muslim armies. They grew in wealth and numbers to the point where even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. The last Grand Master was burned alive in 1314.
But you think they're still out there?
Different groups, yes.
And they killed my little Snooky.
They did?
We don't know it was the Templars who did this.
They might try and kill us all.
They
will.
attacked me. Look, you can see.
You poor man. But you fought them off. You are alive. You must be so brave.
Foolhardy, perhaps.
How about just plain fool?
You're right, Beatrice. We're no longer safe here.
I've moved into Vernon's old flat. You could stay with me.
Sounds like a good plan.
Hold on. We need to do something about Bruno.
We don't
How?
talk about Bruno.
All we know is that he was taken to Prague.
Then we should find out where in Prague he's been taken.
And just how do we do that?
Remember the office back in the theater?
The one with the trigger-happy goon?
There was obviously stuff in there worth defending.
You think there could be a clue?
Worth a try. I'll go. You shift our gear over to Beatrice's place.
I'll help.
And book us some tickets to Prague.
Why should I do that?
You're the one with the money, George. Before we go anywhere, Beatrice, there's a message on the DVD I think you should see.
Oh. All right, so it's reuse a location.
No way was I going to get some popcorn, so no point in taking a bucket. I wasn't going to try the machine. The nozzle looked like it had once
Okay.
been part of a biological weapons program. The door was locked and wouldn't open.
Any money?
The cash register was jammed and wasn't going to open. Looking for old francs wasn't going to help.
I mean, we gotta buy a plane ticket.
Just as I thought, the door had been locked.
Anybody in there?
I could hear nothing through the door. The poster was half torn away and covered in graffiti.
All right, so
Eyes spookily followed me around the room. Reminded me of the father of an old boyfriend.
aha.
The equipment had been trashed. It would never work again.
All right, so
It would never work. It had been deliberately damaged.
why would someone do that?
The remnants of George's heroic sandbag lay everywhere. It made me smile. George was not one of God's tidiest creatures.
George's pretty badass, though, lady. Where's the stairs? Are they on this side? Hold on, what was down this way?
I couldn't open the door.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping one of these doors that were locked are now not locked, and so we got a new location instead of just recycling the entire game. But
I couldn't open the door.
we shall see.
I didn't need a stick of grease paint. Besides, my makeup was just fine. Understated to perfection.
Okay. Okay. I think down takes us, or the other direction takes us back to down the blah 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 the basement.
Here goes.
Oh, I didn't realize we could jump down here.
The support strut was broken and useless. These were the old fuses for the electrics. From the state of the fuses, it was a miracle the theater never burned down. A rickety old ladder. Just a light breeze would bring that down.
That's not good. This probably goes in the other room, right? Same room?
The door was shut fast and wouldn't open.
Do we have a security card? Thought we did.
Without the right card, there was nothing I could do.
Ah! Where do we gotta go? Okay, so we did skip an entire floor because we jumped down in the basement, but oh, that's right, that guy was in here. This is an awful nice room.
The briefcase was full of papers. Somebody had been making a quick getaway. What could be so terrifying it had made them just run away? And who was the figure in the cloak? I rifled through the briefcase, but there were just papers to do with the theater. Nothing pointed to Cesaro's dealings in Prague.
I didn't want to go in there.
It's no use struggling. That just makes it worse.
Take that!
Not again.
This should keep you out of my way. Good job I had the scarf on me. Now, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted?
Can we search his ass? This looks like a room out of Tex Murphy. Everything's like ripped down. That's a big ass fucking desk.
It was some kind of security report for a private residence. Unfortunately, the report didn't include the address. Prague was certainly mentioned, but the actual location could have been anywhere. Tucked into the last pages was a photograph of a large castle. There was a dragon symbol on the back. There couldn't be too many castles like this in Prague.
Right? I mean,
I had found enough to track down Cesaro.
okay.
Is this the place?
Even spookier than the photo.
Sends a shiver up my spine.
Sure that's not your vampire-slaying genes kicking in?
Sorry, George. You're out of luck.
I hope Bruno's still in there. Now I'm really pissed.
Look on the bright side. We don't have to worry about car chases anymore.
I mean, or we have to really worry about him, as in we gotta find a ride.
Stuck on the top of the pillars was a pair of stone statues. Nice dragons.
We're not on a
Nice
sculpture tour,
dragons.
George.
Just getting to grips with local culture.
Come on, lady.
There was a small button to press. I was looking forward to meeting the butler. I tried to look through, but the gap between the gates was non-existent. I could hear a dog on the other side. Sounds like security's pretty tight.
I know. You distract the dog, and I'll take out the guard.
Oh, very funny. We're gonna have to be careful here, or we're dead.
I agree.
Stuck on the
Okay.
top of the pillars was a pair
hoping
of
it'd be something
stone
different.
statues.
I mean, so we can hit the button.
Looks like it's a car park.
Uh-oh. George, over there, in the light.
In the lights.
A couple of heavies with guns. Suddenly, patent law had its attractions.
Well, we gotta try it.
The gates were secured, but not by any lock I could see.
Looks like there's something on the wall there, but I guess we can't do anything with it.
I thought about it, but decided not to do it.
Let's go push the button and see what happens. We're gonna save it first. All right. There was no backing out of that, so it's just loaded now. Cesaro 1. What's up, homie?
This guy was no butler.
What do you want?
Hi. Nice evening.
Clear off.
I was hoping you could help me. My car.
Tough.
But
This is private property. Get lost.
I don't think he should be answering the gun with a fucking automatic weapon. That's just me.
well, his interpersonal skill set needs a little work.
George, did you seriously expect him to open the gate for you?
Well, I certainly expected better manners.
I did too, actually.
The car had died, and there was nothing I could do to bring it back to life.
I was kind of hoping we could take it apart, actually. That's kind of what I was hoping, George. See, there's totally a keypad there.
I had no reason to try that.
I mean,
There wasn't a reason to try that.
what if I start keep harassing the door guy? 'Cause that's all I really got. Can we run away and go hide?
Go away!
Hey, Nico, will you press this button?
What do you have in mind, George?
See if you can get the guard to open the gate.
Make sure there's no shadow.
What do you want? Oh.
Bonjour, chérie.
Said
I have a tiny problem with my car. Could you help me with it?
Oh, I could help you with it, all right.
You are so kind.
You're French, aren't you?
God, that's incredible. How did you know?
Oh, I've been around.
Oh, I bet you have.
So, what brings a pretty little thing like you up here on her own?
I'm on holiday.
Don't get too many tourists here.
I'm lost.
Well, consider yourself found, baby. Where's Turnip Head?
He left me here. Said he was going to get help.
So, what's the problem?
The car I hired seems to have blown up.
It's a Trabi. It's meant to.
Couldn't you at least have a look at it?
I'm on duty.
Please. I'd be ever so grateful.
How grateful?
Very grateful.
That's not grateful enough. If you leave it to cool down, it should start up again. Hey, you! Where are you going? Clear off!
Alright, I think that was it. Maybe we're on the wrong side. Did it just fail now? Okay. Try that again.
Can you try to distract them again?
I'm not sure why he caught us.
Look, I've already told you I can't help you.
Oh, but it's so lonely out here. Just talk to me for a little while.
All right, but only for a minute or two.
What's your name, cher?
Boris.
Boris.
What's
of course
yours?
it's Boris.
Helene.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
We're in.
I'd gotten over the first hurdle, but there were more guards inside, and some of them had dogs too.
Dogs. I hate sneaky shit. Okay, just says nothing over here. I assume we go in there, we die.
Hey, you!
Good assumption. Pop, pop, pop. All right. I think we're good right here, guys. Let's get into this next time. Drop a like if you haven't already. Drop us up if you're new.